Inflation is not under control. Inflation is not under control. Inflation continues to be elevated. In fact, if we look at the latest CPI figures in the United States, are actually getting worse on a month and 3-month basis. Why is that happening? Very simple. Inflation is the destruction of the purchasing power of the currency, and what is going on is very simple and at the same time very complicated. Number one, global money supply. Global money supply is soaring. It has been rising since October. Money supply is soaring because we had in 2024 more than 70 countries spending like there's no tomorrow in election processes. Money supply has barely come down from the peak. In fact, it has remained around $108 trillion, which explains why inflation is persistent. We have said it one time and we will say it again. The biggest problem is government spending. More government spending means more money supply growth, means higher and persistent inflation. Government spending in the United States is up 10% in 2024. That is absolutely insane. A 2 trillion increase in government spending from the pandemic level. Absolutely atrocious. Gold is discounting that increasing level of monetary destruction. Gold is showing that there is no way that governments are going to continue to repay their commitments in a relatively strong currency. Hence, what we have to see is that what gold is telling us is that there will be no significant improvement in the monetary spectrum in the next months. Furthermore, what it's also showing us is that it's the best hedge against monetary destruction. Oil is also telling us that the manufacturing sector is exceedingly weak. On the one hand, it's moving in a very tight range. In that range, what it is showing basically is that there is plenty of supply. Supply is going to increase with the latest measures of the United States and massive increase in government support for exploration and production. Furthermore, if the United States increases production from 14 million barrels a day to 18 million barrels a day, it will be energy independent, and therefore the geopolitical risk premium of oil vanishes. The United States next quarter GDP is likely to be relatively strong. However, the quality of that GDP is getting worse. More government spending, more imbalances, higher increase in debt, and weaker investment and consumption. All those things are concerning. In this estimates, courtesy of Bloomberg Economics, what we can see is that the quality of growth in the United States is weakening. And that's why it's so important to implement in the first days of the new administration all those pro-growth policies that will return the United States to an investment and productive economy growth GDP, not one coming from government spending and debt. Meanwhile, in the euro area, what we have is persistent inflation, but no growth. No growth with massive government spending and in the middle of the next generation EU plan. Therefore, it shows the absolute disaster of the euro area. The euro area is not just losing in relative terms, considering the rest of the world, but it is also losing because it is not growing at all, yet it has persistent inflation. With an ECB that continues to disguise fiscal imbalances, that trend is very likely to continue. Keep defending freedom. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, leave your comments below, and keep defending freedom. Thank you very much.